Hi everybody, welcome back to Seeing Stitches. My name is Kara. This is where I talk about my cross stitch, a little bit about running as well. Just want to thank everybody for subscribing and liking my last video. Got a lot of new subscribers, so I thought this would be a good time to do a little introduction of myself. My name is Kara. I'm an optometrist, hence the Seeing Stitches. I live in upstate New York with my husband Tom, my 2 college-age children, 2 cats, one of whom is here, and our golden doodle. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a completed project and my whips. So this first project here I want to talk about is the Crypto Adorable Sale. And what this is each month a new cryptid was released for everybody to stitch. Get my bag here. Pardon me, I'll reach down. Initially, this was free to sign up for. I believe you can still sign up for it, but it's no longer free. The patterns have to pay for. And this month's cryptid was the jackalope, which I really enjoyed. Want to show you what the mock-up of the jackalope is. This is, of course, without any of the back stitching. So cute. And I did get him finished. It just took a couple days. It went really quick. And this is all of the cryptids to date. And then I will bring it in the jackalope here. You can tell just how much the back stitch really kind of makes all the details pop. And for these the toes here, those are French knots, which were called for in the pattern. And also the pattern called for the French knots in the eyes. None of the other cryptids had the French knots called for. I just went ahead and put them in myself, but this little guy did have them all called for. So cute. Just loving this. And the stitch count was included with the pattern. The called for cross stitches were 574, and then they did give you a back stitch count of 170, so total stitches for this little guy was 744. So they are, and I'll go ahead and go through all the cryptids. Like this right here is the Kraken, the werewolf, and Nessie. I love the little hat. And this was the jackalope, and a yeti. And this one is Sasquatch. And this one was Moth Woman. And that one is Chupacabra. And I did modify the frame a little bit. The called for one had this going all the way up and over like it was a cage. And I just didn't like the whole thought of the little cryptids being in the cage, so I kind of turned it into a little platform instead. So I like that better. And this is on a 20 count easy grid, using 2 strands of the called for DMCs, 1 strand for the back stitch. All of these little guys do have a lot of fractional stitches, including the back stitch. So a lot of these I'm having to kind of stab my fabric with my needle. So I'm not able to use my stand for this. I'm having to hold the hoop because otherwise I can't quite control the needle as well to do all of those fractional stitches. So if you are interested in stitching this, I would suggest starting it on an even weave type fabric instead of an Aida. You would find the fractionals much easier. And it looks like the cat here is taking a nice bath. So go ahead and put this one away and bring up my next project here, which is the Lola Crow Greenhouse of Oddities. I'll put a picture of what it looked like last time that you guys saw it, and I will show no, this one you can't see the PDF, just the mock-up. Let me get the mock-up here. Okay, here you go. It's the mock-up. And where I've been working is in this area right here, and I'm kind of heading that direction. Go. And I will put a picture up here of what it looked like last time. And let me get my fabric here. You guys can see where I am now. And here's where I am right now. So, yep, just really loving this so far. And progress on this, last time you saw it, I was at 51.86%. I've added 2,062 stitches, and I'm now at 64.84%. This does have some back stitching on it. The back stitching is not included in those percentages. And this is on a 18 count Aida from Dying for Cross Stitch, and the color is light wicker. And so I'm just gonna, I completed this flower here. It's working up in this section here, and I did finish a page. One of the pattern pages was in this area here, so I am done with that. And right here, there's going to be a corpse flower, I believe. And this, I believe, is going to be an easel. And there's going to be a woman standing there. I just love all these little touches in this pattern. It's just so really fun. I mean, look at that little fly. I think those are Venus flytraps. I mean, look at that little fly right there. And then who would have thought, you know, to put all of these beautiful butterflies throughout the pattern. The owl right there. And, you know, this little guy, not sure what that is. And then, you know, once the back stitching gets done too, I'm waiting to the end to do the back stitching. I'm sure everything will even look more detailed. So, yep, really fun. Oh, let me show you the flosses for this. You can see the flosses. Just all the DMCs. So pretty. There you go. Oh, and let me show you the flosses for the Cryptid as well. And this greenhouse of oddities is going to be a gift for my daughter. So these are all of the Cryptid sale flosses, and this is for the entire sale. When the floss list came out, I just went ahead and got all of them. This here, oh, I don't know if you guys have ever worked with like the DMC metallic. This is what the cage is called for, and it is just no fun to work with. It shreds, gets tangled very easily. So yeah, you can see like the ends here, they're just like fraying and pretty difficult, but here is par for the course with that kind of thread, but it looks really nice. So okay, so that's for the Cryptid, and that, and I want to show you guys the next project I worked on. I just worked on it a little bit today, didn't get a whole lot of progress on this one, but this is Ragnarok by Long Dog Samplers. And this is the right here. And Ragnarok is the Viking like end of the world. So this whole sampler, it comes with descriptions in the pattern about, you know, the motifs and what they represent as far as terms of the Ragnarok legend goes. And yes, it's a pretty big one as well, 309 by 361 stitches. And I will post a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here is what it looks like today. So this is today. I've just been working in the top, like top block and working my way over. I started at 1.05% and this is now at 1.53%, added 304 stitches. And this is a variegated floss from Pirate Robin called Pigeon. Just love the colors on this. And this fabric here is a 32 count Laguna in the color Winter Wonderland. And this I'm doing 2 strands over 2, which I am mainly an Ada stitcher, so going to this Laguna over 2 is a little bit of a transition for my brain, but I'm getting used to it, and I think once I do get the entire top row across, I'll have an easier time. I'm still missing the holes occasionally, but now when I see it done, I look at it and then my brain's just says to me, hey, you know, that doesn't look quite right. So then I double check, and usually I'm just off by one little hole, and I go back and fix it. So there you go. And show you the floss I'm using for this. This is the Pirate Robin Pigeon, which This is one of the mega size flosses. Because on the, I just went by the chart. It does give you the floss amount usage for your fabric count. So I just went by that. So I did get 2 of them. And this was very difficult to untangle, to actually get it out of here. My husband helped me kind of, and it took like 45 minutes to get this all cut like this, and it is kind of uneven in places because there are several points where we just had to cut it to continue to unravel it, but I just love it. It's so pretty. It does seem a little bit more like stiff than a DMC, but I imagine, you know, working with it, it'll kind of soften up a little bit. Oh, that's my other cat. Decided to just come in and say hi. Let's see if he wants to be on camera. Let me see if I can get him. So, this is Mario. And you might recognize him from my ending photo in my last video and kind of on my opening scene. He often will try to sit, or will kind of push himself onto my lap while I am stitching. So I do have a lot of specialty fibers ending up in my projects, aka cat hairs, but he's usually pretty good. He just sits there. He doesn't, you know, go after the floss or anything. So yeah, he's my little stitching buddy. Put him down. Okay, guys, I have one more whip to show you. This is my Heaven and Earth Designs charted Rainbow Cat by Peggy Collins is the artist. And let me show you the mock-up. Or show you the PDF here, and this is a big one. This is gonna be, you know, a years-long project for me. But as you can see, I like cats. And I just love all the colors in this, how they kind of transition from one into the other. I'm liking it so far. Yep, and this is, yeah, 650 by 650 stitches with 90 colors. That, and I'll put a picture up of where it was the last time you guys saw it, and look at what it looks like today. I mean, this really is like a blanket. I'm folding this. Oops, of course I have it inside out. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so here it is what it looks like today. There we go. And when you saw it last, it was 3.97%. I did 1,318 stitches, and it is now at 4.28%. And yeah, I started in the top left-hand corner and am just working my way over page by page. I do like a field and frolic method. And I am parking some of the threads here, some of these floss bobbins. But yeah, this is a big project. This is on a 20 count easy gridded Ada from Dying for Cross Stitch, and I'm using the called for DMCs, doing 1/1 full cross. And I just love how the colors are coming in. You can see I do some pin stitches to end my threads, and then I do like a modified loop start with the one strand. That seems to be working pretty well. And then I just keep this in a 8-inch hoop and with my nurse stand. So I think it's looking great. So that is all the stitching I did this week. A total of 4,428 stitches, which is about 1,000 stitches more than my average stitchy week. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So that's all of my stitching. If that's all you're interested in, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you subscribe to my channel if you like seeing cross stitch projects. I'll talk a little bit about running next. I do have a half marathon, the High Tour Trail half marathon is it next weekend? Oh boy, that's coming up quick. That's outside of like the Rochester, New York area, so I'm looking forward to that. It's been very hot this week for my training runs. I even woke up at 4:30 in the morning on Tuesday to go on my run, and then I woke up early this morning and to go on my run as well, and it was still very hot and humid. My paces were nowhere near where they were supposed to be, but you know, that's what happens when it's 80+% humidity and over 70 degrees. You know, I'm more accustomed to running in the cold weather than anything else. So this temperatures hit and my body does not like it, but I was proud of myself for getting out there, for showing up, and you know, just putting one foot in front of the other. Remember, sometimes forward is a pace, and you just do what you can do. Been keeping up with my strength training. I do strength training 3 times a week. I usually do some yoga mobility work every day as well. So fitness is very important to me. Yeah. As far as life updates go, not much new. My daughter will be home from college this weekend for the 4th, so that will be fun. And looking forward to seeing her. My son has started his summer job and he's been keeping busy as well. So this stage of life, from going to two kids at home to pretty much being just my husband and the animals, has been a transition, but I'm so proud of my kids and what they have accomplished. So I think that's about it. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Please, if you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. I love to look at the comments. It's my favorite thing. I plan on doing another video in about a week to touch on my stitchy progress. So thank you very much for joining me, and please remember, you know, self-care is not selfish. We need to do things that we enjoy to take care of our mental health. If you're not healthy, you can't take care of anybody else. So please take care of yourself. Bye.